Now, it's very relevant and important that when embarking on and working on a goal, trying to achieve something successful in whatever you do. Some people may be studying, doing something in university or higher learning or something, or in business in particular, in which this relates to myself and us in these video clips. It's important to use all the avenues. So there's all these avenues, that are presented to us. Some of us may have more than others. We have these different opportunities and things that come, in front of us that we can, grasp and, use them to our advantage in embarking and getting closer to our goal. So in this case, it's like business and, expanding in business, business ventures and entrepreneurship and the likes. So everyone has a different type of goal and achievement, and they're seeking something. So I can sit down, we can say, there are those who come along and they say, well, we started off with $50. I borrowed $50 from my father or from my mother, and I had no money in my account back then, and I done this, and I built my this, and I became, a successful entrepreneur. And this may be the case to some people, to the people that have had this experience. This may be the case. To others, this may not work. Others have tried and tried and tried this and tried that, and it just didn't work out that way. So they had to take a different approach. So be sure and be aware that to take different approaches and try to achieve your goal in the way that works for you. That's a good example. Just today, actually, there's just now we've got like a revolutionary Elon Musk. We've got Elon Musk today. He's just come aboard, and he's come along, and he's the first trillionaire. He's the first trillionaire today. So he's basically embarked. The first individual trillionaire to hit the $1 trillion mark is Elon Musk. And this has happened now in this day. Okay, but he also he went through the channels as well. He went to university and he worked for it. So he built it that way. Okay, that was his unique way. And I actually heard something actually saying, well, what was your goal plan? What was your game plan? And he says, I didn't have one. Which is very interesting. So for everybody, it works differently. The moral of the story is, for everyone, it works differently. So our thing is, as well, be sure to use all the avenues if something doesn't work here or there. Some people, maybe even business is not for them. Something else is more for them. But for those who are doing a business and inclined to doing a business and building themselves, their reputation in this and their lives in this, then be sure to use everything to your disposal. I did mention the other day in a former clip is that use all the your connections and attain the knowledge as well. Get all the knowledge in that field and surrounding fields as well, because this, of course, is going to help you knowing what you are doing and what this product is about, what you're selling, what you're building, or whatever. It's good to know the knowledge that is based in this. Yeah, it's actually sort of a mandatory thing to have a good understanding, good ground knowledge of this thing. Also, what here I want to point out is, this is another avenue. Is sometimes it's not what you know, it is who you know. So there's that saying that says, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So this also applies. Yes, this is another avenue, and be sure to reach out to that. This is why we mentioned also to strengthen your communication with people in relevant fields or in this industry. So if you sometimes it's who you know and not what you know. Some people they know it in the literal sense. They know the book side of it, or they've memorized it, and they're very handy with it, and they know it too well, and they can tell you it. But in the actual field, in the real world, then this is where they sort of slow down, and they may have some kind of problem with this. Therefore, it is important to use all your credentials in knowing people in these fields, and they can also give you a helping hand in getting and achieving your goal. At the end of the day, you want to achieve a goal. That's what we want to do. Achieve our goal or our aim. So this may vary from person to person. It's not always the $50 thing. I only had $50 in my account, and I borrowed it from my mother, and I embarked like this, and I invested in shares, and I become like this. It's not always like that. Okay, so be sure to have some of these connections in your field, in what you are doing, and to grow there and use them to your advantage and to your leverage to get somewhere in the industry that you are embarking upon. And this will, of course, is going to be very, very helpful. More so to others than others, but definitely use this one, and don't forget this one. Okay, so reach out and do this. And of course, I'm trying to do this now as I start off in this new business venture that I'm doing, and reaching out to people in similar fields who have some understanding, who I can gain something from. They can gain something from me as well. It may be a bilateral thing. It's a win-win for both. You know what I mean? You offer me this, I'll offer you that, or whatever it is. This also could be helpful, or you can fill in something for them, and they may need you. You're very reliable, or you know something very too well about your field, and so on. So whatever it is, it changes from person to person. But be sure sometimes it's who you know and not what you know. That will take you, obviously, that will elevate you and catapult you straight into the goal that you want to try to get to, or to the successful entrepreneurship that you are seeking. Okay, so this will serve as a reminder to us all. And of course, we are also, taking our own advice. I'll leave it here for the moment, and have a good day till next time.